Oh, come here. It's not time for you.
I don't want my mommy. Warmed his tiny feet, sang a lullaby to him. Sleep, my baby, sleep. Mother Mary tucked him in, warmed his tiny feet, sang a lullaby to him. Sleep, my baby, sleep.
Come on.
That your baby boy would one day walk on water. Mary, did you know that your baby boy would save our sons and daughters? Did you know that your baby boy has come to make you new? This child that you deliver will soon deliver you. Mary, did you know that your baby boy will give sight to the blind? Mary, did you know that your baby boy will calm a storm with his hands? Did you know that your baby boy has walked where angels trod? When you kiss your little baby, you kiss the face of God. Mary, did you know the blind will see, the deaf will
Oh, yes, thank you.
and the dead will live again. The lame will leap, the dumb will speak, the praises of the Lord. Mary, did you know that your baby boy is Lord of all creation? Mary, did you know that your baby
Oh,
boy
yes, thank you.
will one day rule the nations? Did you know that your baby boy is heaven's perfect Lord? And the sleeping child of the whole world is the great
Yes, amen.
He hath put down the mighty from their seats and exalted them of low degree.
He hath filled the hungry with good things, and the rich he hath sent away empty. Luke 1, 51 through 56.
Are Christmas parties a delight?
Oh yeah, and the food's good too.
And what did you say your name was?
Phil, I'm just a local homeless.
That's nice. Oh, there's Jessica. Well, wonderful gabbing with you. Have a Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Oh, Jessica.
So, buddy, what's your story?
No story, just eating. Those Pringles invited me because I make everyone feel fortunate.
Oh, kidding.
Now, if I'm offending you, I could sit on the floor, but Estelle told me to stay off the furniture.
Who are you, anyway?
Name's Phil. I'm a local homeless.
Oh, kidding.
Don't you feel better off just for having seen me?
Well, kind of, but you seem a little out of place.
I know what you mean. Kind of an eyesore, aren't I?
Yeah, something like that.
Well, that's part of the overall effect. It's that Charles Dickens touch. Pringles told me to come as I am. So here I am. Produce a picture, so to speak.
Bob, I'm waiting for my punch.
Oh, coming, Michelle. See you later, Phil.
Nice to meet you.
This guy. I got his dress for the Christmas party.
I find these Christmas parties a trifle overdone. Don't you agree, Miranda?
Quite so, Marjorie. The music is predictable, the desserts are distasteful, and the guest list, present company excluded, is boring to the extreme.
I agree. It is our lot in life to be invited to every social gathering in the county.
Yes, well, I've declined a few invitations that I received this season. There is a standard one must keep.
Yes, of course. Our presence at any event adds a certain level of class. I fully appreciate the attempts of the socially, shall we say, limited. But
Say, wouldn't you broads hand me a piece of ham? You've been blocking that meat tray for 5 minutes. Don't you know how these things work? Fill your plate and move along.
excuse me?
Oh, hard of hearing, are you? Sorry. I said, fill your plate and move along. Maybe I need an interpreter here. You two do speak English, don't you?
Who, pray tell, are you?
She speaks. Name's Phil. Nice to meet you, ladies.
Feel what?
Fill up. Fill up. But I go by Phil. Because that up part, well, it sounds kind of uppity. I'm definitely not uppity, if you know what I mean.
Oh, I think we know what you mean.
Why are you eating at this buffet table?
Is there another buffet table somewhere? Estelle told me this was where the grub was. You mean she's got 2 tables going? Those Pringles sure know how to throw a holiday shindig, don't they?
This shindig, as you quaintly put it, is an exclusive event, and I do not see how someone of your social standing got in.
Well, I understand your concern. I'm just a token homeless. Estelle felt like it would add just the right touch to have a filthy, socially deprived individual hanging around the buffet table.
What do you mean?
Well, I'm kind of here to make you look at your own rich lives and see just how blessed you are. I'm that there but for the grace of God go I person who makes you ladies feel good about putting a quarter in the bell ringer's bucket. Now, could you either move along or toss me the hand?
I refuse to believe that you're an invited guest to this highbrow social event.
Listen, you don't have to put on airs with me. I heard you two talking. You don't think that this high eyebrow event is good enough for your blood. You were worried about the boring guests. And here we are, having a nice, lively discussion.
I'm appalled by your presence. I find you vulgar and offensive.
This discussion is not lively. It is extremely distasteful.
Nice meeting you too. Hey, you two ladies go to church?
Of course we go to church. Church is a fundamental part of a stable social order.
Oh. Well, I go to church too.
Of course you do. Is that in order to receive a bowl of soup?
No, I go to learn about Jesus. Hey, have you ever met him?
Met him? Do believe you mean have we ever heard about him? And to answer that question is, yeah, we have.
No, I mean met him. Meeting him is different.
I fail to see the distinction. We attend church regularly and even take an active role in church functions.
Well, that's nice. But it isn't what I'm talking about. Here we are celebrating Christmas. Everything is so pretty and perfect, but it makes me wonder, would Jesus even fit in?
And just why wouldn't Jesus fit in?
Well, I'm not sure if you know this, but Jesus was born in a stable.
Don't be insulting. We know where Jesus was born. Of course not. I am a lady. I do not step in stables.
Well, they usually stink.
Personally, I like to envision a freshly cleaned stable with golden hay and well-groomed animals as the birthplace of Jesus.
Well, ain't that nice? Say, do you get any ideas who came to see him?
Shepherds, angels, and wise men.
Now, shepherds stink too. You ever work with sheep?
Why do you persist on being insulting?
Oh, it's just a gift, I guess. But does that mean you've never been around sheep?
Of course not. We're...
I know, you're ladies. Well, you may not believe this, but I work odd jobs. I wash dishes, sweep the floors, take out the trash, whatever work I can find. I don't make much, so I live a little close to the wire. I still ask me to come here tonight and just feed myself. I see why now. You ladies need me. See, I'm just like those shepherds. I don't live in a nice fine house, and I don't have designer clothes. I'm not upper crust, but you may have guessed that by now. Those shepherds were working men, sleeping under the stars. They were dirty, sheep-smelling guys who had nothing going for them socially.
I see why you relate to them. Of course, I relate to the wise men. Wealthy, well-read, kings bringing suitable gifts to the king.
I had a feeling you were going to say that. I guess my point is, do you relate to Jesus? Have you met him?
Is there some reason you persist on asking this ridiculous question?
Well, I know Jesus. He met me at a curb on 48th Street.
How picturesque.
Was this a hallucination, perhaps?
Nope, I just heard a Christmas story. The preacher read something out of the Bible. Luke, I think. It was a song or something that Mary had said. I can still remember the words. She said that God cared for her, his humble servant. Indeed, she said that God lifted up the humble, that he had filled the hungry with good things, but he sent the rich away empty. I really heard that because I was hungry.
So God sounded good to you because you were hungry.
Well, I have to admit, that caught my attention. But what kept it was the rest of the story. The preacher told about shepherds and just how down to earth they got. He said the people who studied the scriptures, those who ate well, those who had money, they didn't even receive an invitation to the stable. Well, at least if they did, they declined. Not the right type of social event for them. I'm sure they had standards to keep.
Yes, well.
Anyhow, what I heard was my invitation. I was invited to the stable just the same as everybody else. As I sat on that curb, I felt him say,